Midst, we're the spark, we're the fire, the light, the way for other folks to come in and see that it's bigger than a number. And towards that end, we have some awesome speakers with us today. We got the man Fabiano Speziari coming back and hosting us in his epic gallery. Excited to hear his updates. Also, for everyone that is not yet in World, you're definitely going to want to jump in there, find the guest book, sign it, and we'll airdrop everyone a Fabiano Speziari wearable afterwards. I'm rocking my my unicorn that is a Fabiano designed piece that's wearing an on-chain chain. So y'all definitely want to grab your own. We also have Rogan next in the house, who's going to be talking and giving us an update on BuilderDAO. And we have Rutger Vandertas in the house as well to talk about the guild and Arte Meta. Very excited for that. Also, one big plug on my end. Rizzo and I, we spoke with Easy in Crypto, fellow WIP crew member, OG, Sant Mafia member as well. It was an amazing chat. It's super inspiring, honestly. We look back at the old Sant days, did a lot of reflection, and Easy kind of has like the best framing of how to look back on those days as we head forward into the widening, burgeoning, growing, ever-expanding NFT space. Hope everyone's been able to stay safe, more or less, amidst this market turmoil. Hold your friends tighter, y'all. This is when like the real start building even more. So get excited. It's all going to be up and to the right in the long term. So just hang in there. Anyway, with that, let's get the hype master of the metaverse on the line. Rizzo, dude, whenever you're ready, unmute and take it away, man.
Veggie drawer, no veggie drawer. How am I doing?
Sound good to me.
Yeah, right on. I'm so stoked to have Fabiano on here. I've been hanging out with my gigantic Fabiano caterpillar of hugs for like every WIP for, I don't know, since I got it, maybe like over a year now. I don't even know. Definitely like the caterpillar with like the highest WIP attendance of any voxel caterpillar in the metaverse. I'm very confident in that claim. Let's see a few things. I got a little drop. Let me find the link. For those of you who have on-chain chains, a couple things, housekeeping. Make sure if you have an on-chain chain, you hit up Brookhawk with your chain number so you can get the free Crypto Voxels version so you can rock it in Crypto Voxels with us. I've actually been working with Base Danon to make in real life on-chain chain t-shirt. I actually just wanted one for myself. And then he was saying that he could customize them for anyone. So he does like, I approached him because I know he does like really high-end stuff. So we're doing a run of 100. Honestly, have no idea if they will sell or not. But if they do sell out, there just won't be anymore. I'll drop the link here. I wanted to offer it to y'all first. And so full disclosure, they're $48. They're like high-end t-shirts. They cost $25 at cost to make. He takes half because he's doing all the work. The other half is like chopped up between me, Miguel, and Sebi. So nobody's making money off this. I'm making like $3.88 a shirt or something like that. And I actually like did stuff to make it happen. So it's honestly just a shirt for people who want a shirt. If you don't want it, don't feel pressured to buy it. But I actually really just wanted one for myself, which is how this all came about. And he was like, yo, let's do a limited edition run of 100 high-end on-chain t-shirts. So I was like, yes, of course. Why not? All I have to do is like give you the files, and the shirts came out dope. So again, no pressure. I'm going to open it up to the public like after the WIP and everything. But if they sell out quick, I wanted to at least give you all first crack at them. Again, no pressure to buy at all. So thank you for hearing my shill of my project and my shirt. And Brookhawk. Let's see. Stick around for Paradox. Afterwards, we're going to do a group shot. There's a grip of people in Crypto Voxels right now. So make sure you hop in there. We'll take a group shot. You definitely want to sign the guest book this week. You got to hop into Crypto Voxels. You got to do some work to get the thing, but it's definitely worth hopping into Crypto Voxels. If you've never been in there before, it's literally just a link click. You can do it on a potato phone and figure it out. Thank you, Easy, for dropping the link. Let's see. Matt's traveling. I'm traveling too. I'll be at VCon next week, actually, doing the WIP from my hotel room. They're actually paying my way to come out to VCon for 4 days. All I got to do is sit on a paddle for an hour. But get this, between me and y'all, the panel is titled OG Shit. It's me and one other person, and it's moderated by Farouk, which, if you know me, is like the most hilarious thing in the entire world. So I can't wait to see how this plays out, because y'all know me. It's full full rizzle in real life and online. So yeah, let's see how that goes. It should be really fun. Shout out to the whole crew who makes this whole thing happen on a weekly basis. Power Whip Girls, Sandy Meows, Carolina Dove, Foxy Yoga, Easy, Paradox Show, Timmy, Dragonate, Musashi, Conwolf, the Stowaway, Brooke Hawk, the unnamed VIP pirate. And don't forget, we got the WIP Meetup.eth. If you love the crew, love them with your money. It's not worth anything anymore anyway. Anything sent to that address gets automatically chopped up and sent to the crew. So thank you all for your time. With that, I think we got Fabiano up first, if I'm not mistaken. So, okay, cool. So Fabiano, if you can hear me, man, feel free to grab the mic and take it away. Oh, just to clarify, for those of you who are new, we got like a shot clock that'll go off. It's Samuel L. Jackson yelling at you. So if you hit like the 4 or 5 minute mark and Samuel L. Jackson yells at you, that's what's going on. So with that said, Fabiano, man, go ahead.
Hi, you and me?
Yes, no? Sounds great.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I hope like every time you understand my English, because it's not so good. So finally a new WIP in my land. Today I present my the new pet, my new pet that my extinguishes. Wait, my extinct alien pets is this, and is a new series that I do like the itinerant show. This traveling exhibition is done to put attention in the ambiental environment problem, no? Because it's a way to exhibit some animal that are destroyed by the climatic change in other planets. So I would with this get attention in this problem. Okay, I hope you understand what I mean.
We do, man. You're coming in loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what I can do? So I'm happy that this evening I saw a lot of people that came here. So in this new land where I create something a little bit strange, and I create something to have a link with my cloud, no? Something like the liquid food or the nuclear popcorn. That is a link with my dystopian artistic work. And I try to get in this place something of this. My them in my clothes is very get a lot of attention in the land, in the destruction of the planet, due to the wait. Explain wait. Okay, from the explosion of the planet, that the planet was destroyed, and all my clothes are created in this way. For people that don't know my work, I try to explain a little bit this. All my work in the last years is based on in the creation of this little piece of land that you can find a lot of beds where people live after the planet was destroyed. So so okay, more or less is this my my concept about my work. No, is so very a little word, but I hope they people can understand what I mean about this.
Oh, totally, Fabio. And if you have any like writing or anything like that to kind of explain what you just explained too, feel free to drop it in the general chat so we can read along. And if there's any links, link us to the project too. That's perfect.
I guess some link is better. People can understand better than my explanation. Wait, okay, I get some. Okay.
And I think there are some questions for you. So show, if you have the questions, are you able to kind of like type out the questions and then tag Fabiano as you're asking them, or before you or after you ask them, just to make sure we're all on the same page?
Yeah, sure. I just have a short one here.
Cool.
Hey, Fabiano, what's going on?
Hi.
What inspired the pets?
Okay. Yeah, the pet is some work that I started in the beginning when I arrived in the crypto world. And every time I use it to create it with the voxel in Magica voxel, and I started some years ago to do some little installation in CryptoVoxel, and I have some little image for this, but now I can try to search. But and this animal, this pet is an interpretation. I interpret yes, pet, but in a lot of these I get the human comportment, yeah, and I can try to share some of all the so people can understand what I mean. And is also a link that I have with the animal, with the nature, no? And I like translate this in this world, in the digital world, in the crypto world. And wait, I pass something so people can understand what I mean. I guess something like this. And I'm getting in the general chat. Okay, something. The one of the most famous, I think, is the pancrat. That is something. Is my representative work, no? And oh, so big. Okay, they do also different series of pet, and sometimes I try to change the characteristic in the animal that I represent here. And I think it's something that I have when I chill. So I like to create this pet, and is more or less this.
Love it. Yeah, and if anyone has any other questions for Fabiano, feel free to tag him in the channel, so we can kind of respond to you there. But Fabiano, man, thank you so much for hosting us at your gallery. Really excited for the continuation of the series. The next pets coming out. It's really sick. And then everyone, make sure you sign the guest book so you can get a Fabiano Speziari designed wearable. It's gonna be awesome. Cool. Thank you so much, Fabiano. If you keep sharing in the channel too, yeah, like this is
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay, thanks.
Awesome. And then Rogan, if you're here with us and you're not occupied with work, unmute and tell us the latest and greatest going on at BuilderDAO.
Thank you, Matthew. And yeah, definitely shout out to Fabiano for this amazing build. It feels like summer, doesn't it? It's just great. I'm really enjoying it. So I'd like to invite you all to imagine, if you will, a future where Web3 is kind of fully realized and pretty well widely adopted. In that future, like, we're working together towards shared goals. There's no central authority, no top-down decision-making, no needless gatekeeping, and people can truly own their data, meaning that, we control the flow of it, the value of it, and how our data is used. But we want to maintain privacy and integrity of our personal information. And in your mind's eye, just fast forward to this world where the promise of Web3 is realized, and think of how amazing that feels. And don't worry, we will get there together. And today, a lot of the challenges that people face coming into Web3, they stem from how people discover the technology, how to understand it, and learning about the culture and the shared values of various networks. Now, unpacking that journey from a curious newbie to a seasoned blockchain engineer or someone who contributes to a DAO or many other things in Web3, it's on a lot of people's minds these days. Even with all the great work that so many teams are putting into simplifying the process, finding a use case and onboarding to Web3, it can be a rough experience. Like, let's face it, there's a lot of roadblocks. But without context in Web3, it's just so easy to get overloaded. There's so much information, you don't know what you don't know, and you aren't always sure where to start looking. Sometimes it's a lack of real-world examples or something that you can relate the value of Web3 in a Web2 world. Now, Web2 has a lot of examples to draw from, and the value proposition there is pretty well understood, right? But it's no secret that there are still a lot more web developers and content creators inhabiting Web2 communities that are like resource-rich and kind of entrenched, like Stack Overflow or even Twitter. So Web3 certainly has unique barriers to entry, and our goal at BuilderDAO is to make it as accessible as possible to everybody. Emerging and existing blockchains are just overflowing with opportunity, but they can be really challenging to keep track of. So with BuilderDAO, we are empowering the global developer community to improve on these issues. We're here to ensure your success and make sure that members of the community can do good work and act as beacons for others to follow. At BuilderDAO, we're exploring decentralized models of current Web2 approaches to things like content creation, bounties, Q&A, forums, and even community building. Now, keep in mind, we're still in discovery mode. It's early days, and we're identifying opportunities for tooling and connecting with valued contributors. We've set up a weekly collaboration call called Future Fridays to work with you, the builders and early adopters, to support you in your learning and help you get started building. Now, I'm just going to pause there for a second and say, when I say you, I mean, yes, the people that are attending here at the WIP, but also people who are new to Web3 and have really no idea how to get started. A lot of these people end up coming in through various other communities, and so there are kind of different paths to onboarding. But with BuilderDAO, one of the things that we've started and that we're in the process of building right now is a learning platform called Cafe. Right now we're alpha testing, so there's a few kind of things to work out before we launch to the public. But it's kind of an evolution of what we were doing with Figment Learn. Figment's a Web3 startup company that focuses on building and empowering Web3 infrastructure. And so we're going to provide a decentralized educational experience with incentives, bounties, and reputation features built in. And we hope that this is going to make it easier than ever for developers from all walks of life, and not just developers, like content creators and people with other skill sets as well, to have access to ecosystem grants and the support of a knowledgeable, friendly community as they learn and grow. So we want to make sure that the authors and content creators are rewarded for their contributions and truly own their data. And to that point, I will just say the cafe is built using a variety of different Web3 technologies. There's more information on our Notion site, which I will link to you at the end. And just know, like, please know deep in your heart, we are mobilizing and organizing you and the community of builders and passionate early adopters. Because at our core, we know that if we help you to succeed in deployment or employment, we're well on the path to success. And some people have even said, recently, I read this, Web3 is a movement disguised as technology. I think that's an incredible statement. And if this is indeed true, we want to keep that movement going long into the future because it can and will have a real positive impact on our lives. So please join us for future Fridays on the BuilderDAO Discord server and share in the building excitement.
Tick-tock, motherfucker!
Oh, to the second, yes!
Perfect
Nailed
timing.
it.
Perfect timing. Cool. Well, I'll pass the mic to Show to hit you with those questions, Rogan.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's going on, man?
Hey,
How you doing?
Good, good.
A long time no see. Happy to have
Yeah, I
you.
miss you guys.
Likewise, man. So, you've been in the space for a very long time, and you've seen many ups and downs. So I'm sure the current market isn't a big deal to you, or at least the current state of the market isn't a big deal to you. But for the people who are just coming into the space and being swept up in the crazy FUD and volatility, how does BuilderDAO provide them a safe space or tools to discover what they really want to do here?
Great question. I'd say a lot of it is about making connections with other people. And I guess there's no real easy way to comfort people when the market is doing crazy things. It can be really hard to explain in a very short amount of time that, you know, hey, this is a now problem. It's not necessarily going to be a tomorrow problem. But on the BuilderDAO Discord server, like right now, we are really trying to make sure that we're just, you know, talking people through things. When they have questions, we're there to answer it in a friendly way. We really want to be supportive. And so having kind of a weekly call for the community to come together and discuss the state of things and to kind of, you know, make connections and get mentorship and just explore possibilities. I think it's good because the common advice that I've heard is that, you know, if you just focus on building, it doesn't really matter what the market's doing. I mean, that's true, but it's a very complex thing to break down. But I think fundamentally, as long as we keep in mind that we are in this together, so if we fail, it'll be because we failed to work together. And if we succeed, or I should say when we succeed, it'll be because we work together. So that's really it. It's about community.
And lastly, on your Twitter account, if anyone isn't already following him, you should. You share a lot of insight in regards to what would be actionable fixes for the space currently. What would you say is the one thing that we all need to do, or that would help us get our acts together?
I'd say, like, that's an amazing question that I have a hard time synthesizing an answer to in a short amount of time. I'll do my best here. Quite honestly, I think people could be more supportive of each other, publicly supportive of each other. Like, it's great when, you know, you buy someone's art or you support their project or you talk about it. But honestly, it could be done in a more public way, because I've heard so often, especially on Twitter, from artists and creators in the space that they feel like they're invisible. And I've felt that myself, but it's not an everyday thing. I think there's definitely cycles to it. And to kind of, to start really addressing some of these problems, I think it would help if people could take a minute, look around, see who's next to you in the space. I know that's a little bit different when it's virtual, like we're not in the flesh. But take stock of what's going on and just see, like, is this person going through a hard time? Hey, maybe a kind word. Showing up to things and being vocal about what you appreciate or enjoy about a certain event or work, whether it's artistic or not. Like for me personally, I've kind of stayed away from a lot of events because I've been so busy with work, and then I find myself a little bit upset. I'm kicking myself for not showing up to things because I'm like, oh yeah, no, the work is more important. But at the end of the day, it's all about community. It's about taking care of each other and listening to each other and being there for each other. Hopefully that resonates.
No, I love that. Be more vocal, be there for everyone. Share, learn, collaborate, do all the good stuff. I love that, man. Awesome. If anyone else has any questions or just wants to shower Rogan X with some love, make sure you tag them in the chat, hit them up with those questions. And thank you once again, Rogan, for jumping up on the stage, man. Glad to have you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. All right, let's get on with Rutger.
Hell yeah. Cool. And with that, Rutger, if you can hear us, please unmute yourself and take it away and tell us about what's going on at the Guild and Arte Meta.
Yeah, I think you can hear me. I'm unmuted, so I can take it away. First of all, I think listening to Builder DAO and Rogan X, it's really amazing what you're building, and I think that's something like many communities in the space need, like this glue to work together. Yes, all right. I'm part of the guild, and we are working together with Arte Meta. I don't think everyone is familiar with Arte Meta. It's a physical museum in Korea, and we are launching our async blueprint together with them. I think next week, the 17th. That's going to be, it's a collaboration of 45 artists from the guild side, and then the team of District, which was the name of Arte Meta before. We will drop 1,334 unique editions with 3 legendaries, and those are animated. People who are in this collaboration are, for instance, Matt Kane, Sparrow, Oaken Art, Echo Caravan, Decline. I will not go through the complete list of people who are in here, but the professor is here, Moksara, Mr. Monk, a lot of well-known artists as well. I think Shelly Sonia, King Debs, Jack. Yeah, as I said, I will not go through the complete list, but it's an impressive lineup, and I'm really in love with what we've been creating. It's a really in-depth collaboration between a physical museum and a Web3 organization. So, as Builder DAO was mentioning as well, I think this is a good way to bridge Web2 and Web3 into a use case for NFTs as well, but also bring in NFTs and Web3 into the mainstream audience of a public that goes to a museum. So I think that's also something I think I'm very proud of. To be part of. But the guild's only here for almost 2 years, and working together with a museum on this scale is amazing, and then using async as a platform is really something. I couldn't have imagined like 2 years back when I first was introduced to async in January 2020, I think, and then working on the first software together with a lot of money, Matt Kane, Hakata, Coldy, which is really, really amazing. And then, going this route now, connecting Web3 to museums and stuff, it's really, it's going places. And these ups and downs in the market, they only affect the price, but the people who are in here, who are building and creating art, are of course in some way affected. But yeah, we see that there's a great use case in using Web3 and keep on building. So in the long run, we will just succeed in what we are doing. So I hope I've not rambled on too much. I haven't heard someone saying that I should stop, but yeah, I'm ready for some questions now. As you can hear, I'm not really a well-known speaker, but yeah, trying my best.
It was awesome hearing you speak, Rutger. I think this may be the first time I've actually heard you speak, so that's really cool. I know Scott's in the house, pulling double duty from hosting with Asia, now in the house listening to you talk. Someone's
Yeah, Scott from New Momo, right?
Yeah. But yeah,
awesome.
if you have any material you want to link to folks, do that. But we have 2 questions for you. So I'll let Show hit you with those questions.
Yes, please.
Hey, Rutger, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. I'm glad that I sort of made a clear story about what I was going to say. So it's always something I'm sort of looking up to. But yeah, we'll manage. Thanks for asking. How are you doing, by the way?
I'm awesome. I'm great since I'm able to speak to you now. What do you think crypto artists are lacking currently, and what will it take for them to step back into the spotlight?
What they're lacking? Well, it's not a lack of passion, that's for sure. But I think, well, with the guild, we're trying to work together and as a group make more noise in the space, so we can get more people to look at our way or to look at our art. So I think many artists are still, if they're not well known, snowed under all the noise of people who are well known or who are just screaming harder. So I think collaborating together and making a bigger art piece for more artists to see, I think that's what people should do more. Work together on things. Also, retweet each other's stuff. I think that's a small thing to do. Just even if you're a well-known artist or not, retweet art you like or people you like, just to shine a light on what they're doing. And I think that's something we can grow together with.
That's awesome. We also have a question from Hidden Forces. He would like to know, how fast is adoption taking place in South Korea compared to other places?
Well, I'm not the most reliant person to answer that because I'm living in a town called Haarlem near Amsterdam. I think Scott will be the one who is. I'm not sure if he's able to speak because I think it's like 4:30 at night for him. But if he's able to answer that question, that would be great.
Yeah, Scott, if you're able to speak on the microphone or type in the channel, that would be cool too.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey
well,
guys.
Hey, what's
welcome.
going on?
What's going on? Nice question. Thank you, Hidden Forces. It's ramping up, slowly but surely. There are a lot more Instagram posts that I see every day. Korea lives on Instagram as opposed to crypto Twitter, or crypto living on Twitter, right? So most of the activity that you'll see now within the Korean community is all on Instagram. And so every day I'm seeing new Metaverse projects, new like paid advertisements. So it's now gotten to the point where it's talked about publicly, and it's even they talk about it on the news. A lot of YouTubers have like shifted their focus, and so it's, to me, it's still like very early days for the majority of the population, but within like kind of like the digital art and digital space, I think it's ramping up very quickly. I hope that answers your question.
Always like hearing those boots on the ground takes from our dude Scott in Korea. Dude, I can't believe you're here waking up at 4 a.m., man. Savage, hats off to you. Cool. And then yeah, Rutger, thank you so much, man, for introducing the guild and telling us about everything that's you all have cooking up with Arte Meta. If anyone else has any questions about Korea, the guild, Arte Meta, for Scott or Rutger, tag them in the chat and go ask those questions. Cool. Well, with that, that's all the updates we have this week. Fun fact, though, as we transition to Paradox, the real Paradox, jumping on the mic and taking control for the commemorative picture. Paradox is shadow banned on Twitter. I think something about like avatar nudity in the videos that he's making of us and Cryptovoxels because we don't wear pants has actually got him shadow banned. Yeah, like we were dying when he told us that shit. Anyway, this week he has a video that he wanted to share with us. So yeah, Paradox, whenever you're ready, man, turn on the mic and tell us why you're shadow banned.
Testing. Can you hear me okay? Am I in the veggie drawer? Excellent. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Before we start, Dragonate, do your thing.
Just a humble cameraman looking for a tiny bit of attention. It's me, Paradox. Get your asses in line and smile for the fucking camera. No one cares about Matthew and Rizzle, that's for sure. It's about me, Paradox. I'm taking over the show.
Okay, hey WIP fam, and if you've not been listening, I am Paradox. I am the resident WIP videographer. It's my job to herd you bunch of weirdos together for a group photo. However, as Matt was saying, before we do that, we're going to have a little bit of story time with Paradox. And this is the story of how I've been doing battle with Twitter for the last week, and the story about how I got locked out of my account for uploading pornography. At least that's how Twitter saw it anyway. So the story goes, recently I've been documenting an art experiment, and I made a marketing video for it. So I'm going to get Dragonate to play the video in just a second. It's the offending video. See if you can figure out why I got locked out, because I have absolutely no idea. So make sure you click on Dragonate's name at the top of the voice chat, and it should have a stream. Take it away whenever you are ready. I hate 3D modeling. It frustrates me. It always has. Probably always will. But I want to create 3D NFT art. So what's my solution? Point cloud technology. Hey, I'm Paradox. I'm the Metaverse videographer. Most of you know me as this guy. Some of you know me as this guy. I'm teaming up with my friend 9/0 or Richard to embark on a journey of discovery and to create some really cool scenes. Enter photogrammetry. Photogrammetry is the process of constructing a 3D model using hundreds of photos. We go from a real-world object like this to something like this. Honestly, it's magic. But we don't want to just scan an object and call it art. We want to scan a lot of objects, place him in a larger scene, meld some together in some weird and wonderful ways, and generally create something new. Then with the power of virtual lighting, post-processing effects, and video editing, we want to bring these scenes to life. At this stage, we don't want to spoil the surprise of what we're building, but one source of inspiration has been the Fallout games. Over the next 4 weeks, follow our journey, and if everything goes well, our 3D NFT art will be minted and available to buy. The possibilities for photogrammetry as a tool for Paradox art are endless, and I'm keen to start incorporating tools such as motion capture, drone flying, and many others. The next video will be of our first proper scanning day, the location, a scrapyard. So follow Paradox Media on Twitter for video updates and sneak peeks at the work so far. Until then, Paradox out. Excellent. Thank you very much, Dragonate. So did anybody spot any explicit material? No? That's probably a good thing. So the way I understand that the Twitter algorithm works is this. You post a tweet, and for the first few hours, Twitter pushes the tweet to all your followers. So being banned for a week it's meant that close to 0 people have actually seen the post. So I kind of taken this stage right now to kind of hopefully get a few people to watch it. So if you're interested in following the journey and under the circumstances, I'd really appreciate a retweet and a follow. So there you go. And that just about concludes story time with Paradox. And I think it's about time we move on to the photo time. So I'm going to talk at you for another 30 seconds or so. But in the meantime, I want you to jump in world in Crypto Voxels, and you will see a big green spaceship car thing. Everybody on the roof. Let's see, everybody start making your move. Okay, a few people going. Excellent. Whilst you do that, I'll talk to you a bit more. So every week I edit the recap video for the WIP. Most of the event I'm spent filming. That video is posted on Rizzle's Twitter, so keep an eye out for that. And if you'd like to be in this week's video, now's your chance. Jump up on that roof. I think everyone's just about there. Excellent. So what we're going to do is Dragonate is going to queue up some music for us, maybe 30 seconds or so, and throw up some emojis, and we'll get going. So Dragonate, whenever you're ready, sir. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Dragonate. Excellent. And that is everything from me today. Thanks very much for listening, and I'll see you all next week. Paradox out. Back to the studio. Damn it. Should have known.
I was waiting for like the 3D rendered version of Paradox to like make an appearance, the naked 3D render or something like that. It's very disappointing, man, that it wasn't like even a little bit more risque to get yourself shadow banned or whatever. So
maybe the next video. Maybe the next one. I'll just slip in a penis or something.
Dude, you've come this far. You might as well keep pushing. Nobody spotted the voxel dong, says Snotty Snake. Big shout out to Paradox. He's out here making it happen week in and week out. Obviously part of the WIP crew and everything. I think that's just about everything for today. I'm going to give you all one last t-shirt shill. If you have it on chain and you want that specific chain in a custom shirt, that's the link. It looks like it's not populating, but it's cool if you go there, I promise. Oh, I should tell you, the Rizzle tee is like a different cut, which I'm not like familiar with fashion or whatever. So I would just order like the regular t-shirt. The Rizzle tee, I don't know. It's like here we are. It's a scoop neckline with no collar, minimal scoop on the bottom, slightly more fitted. Honestly, I saw that one trendy as pajamas. I don't know stuff about fashion, but Based-On does. He's the one who like did this whole thing basically. So if you, his site is worth browsing on its own right. He's been doing the shirt car wash thing for a very long time and has some like really stylized like streetwear clothes, and they're dope. I actually own a couple other things. If you've been around long enough, you remember the Rizzle cloak. He is actually the creator of the Rizzle cloak, which is actually on the chair that I'm sitting on right now. So shout out to anyone who remembers that. All right, with that, I will stop shilling my stuff. I appreciate you guys hearing me out. Please don't feel pressured to buy anything ever that is being sold or pitched to you or shilled to you here at the WIP. Just presenting options and giving you things to think about and stuff or whatever. I don't even know. I'm going to shut up now. Yo, show. Unless Matt wants to jump in and interrupt me, I think it's shilling. crazy. I think it's time to pass the mic over to the show. Take it away, man.
Wait, is this thing on? Yeah! Yeah!
It's time for the FTs.
Hot takes, opinions, thoughts. Let's go!
Come on, show, let's go.
All right, drop show on his head.
Wait, mute your microphone. Mute your microphones. I am having a giggle fit, and you're gonna let me giggle, even if my microphone is muted on purpose for comedic effect. I can't. WIP fam! WIP fam! You can't make this up. You can't make this up. It literally writes itself. I keep saying this every week, and I'm giggling. I am giggling because there's blood in the metaverse streets. It's dark, it's dire, it's descending. Being an ETH maxi for the better part of my crypto life has taught me to appreciate what I have an interest in without having to shit on any other protocols or collectives. I'm just gonna giggle. One collective and its ultra egoistic founder has been terrorizing people on every platform you can imagine for a while now. I thought BTC and XRP maxis were insufferable, but oh no, oh fucking no, oh hell no, Do Kwon. You know, people tend to gravitate towards confidence and self-appreciation, but eventually that can easily morph into cockiness and self-congratulation. And those who follow you will suffer from general conflagration. If you missed that, I'm sorry, I'm a little emotional because there's blood in the streets and I'm slipping and sliding and I'm giggling. There's general conflagration and you all are casualties of it. And it's happening right now as we speak. Conflagration of too many things. A flawed attempt at a stable coin that was unnecessary to make, mind you. We already have fucking DAI. An Ethereum killer that worshipped moon boys and moon girls to the point that its own name reflected that, and a community of diehard enthusiasts who were borderline fanatics in their lunacy over this protocol and proselytized its greatest. It proselytized it so it's a fucking death. It proselytized this shit ad nauseum. They didn't shut the fuck up. The signs were all there. Do Kwon took every chance he could get to shoot at others and prop his thing up. With each tweet that cut someone down or dismissed someone, the lunatics, the moon boys and moon girls of Luna and Terra, were whipped up into a more emboldened religious fervor, adding even more fuel to the fire. Do Kwon's infamous escalator ride, where at the top of it he received court papers right before going on stage to speak, must have resulted in that same court case being ruled positively in his favor or something, because he was cocky as shit. like after a couple of weeks, which resulted in him receiving some form of crypto Teflon Don status, to the point where a lone Twitter user noticed a means of exploiting the Terra stablecoin by using a semi-complex process of borrowing and selling Luna in an infinite loop that was being fueled by millions of dollars in a crypto loan that was being paid back over and over and over and over again, or at least I think that's what it was. I don't know. I wasn't the one who did it, I swear. But I'm too smooth-brained to see or understand that shit, you know, let alone take that as a red flag or a warning from the universe. Like, hey, man, just because you may need $1 billion in order to exploit this shit, maybe you should be careful. I don't know. Do Kwon, according to his followers, was supposedly all-knowing and extremely handsome, but yet none of those things allowed him to see all this for what the fuck it was. The seeds for the biggest crypto rapture, Armageddon, Ragnarok, end of the world meltdown, the purge in the history of this crypto shit. Lastly, founders seem to get a kick out of being pseudonymous and creating failed projects. Do Kwon being one of them by taking on the name Rick or Morty for this thing called Basis Coin in 2020. I don't know, some of us OGs are like, what the fuck was that? And some of us are like, oh yeah, I know that shit. I don't want to admit that I used it. I don't want to tell anybody that shit fucked me up, and then I'm in Terra USD and that shit fucked me up too. I'm sorry, man. The previously flawed algorithmic stablecoin that was Terra USD in the 2020s, though, right, was based off of, that shit was based off of it. I think that's what people said. But it's not just him. You know who else fucked up that we almost forgot about? The founder of Azuki, who snitched on himself after admitting he created Funks in a project about chicken tenders of all fucking things. All in all, look, this was a lot of words. Instead of look, just oh my God, it's just best to put your faith into yourself instead of other people. Okay, welcome to the fucking Afties. I'm your host, show. You already know. Shout out to all of our presenters presenting all sorts of presentable things instead of proselytizing and creating general conflagration and burning shit up. The only burning I want is in my pants after a night out partying with all of the clones who were out cloning and doing clone things in Brooklyn and fucking Dumbo last night and shit with glowing armbands or whatever the fuck. Super simple. This is the portion of this event. Many people who don't know what the hell is going on, you're like, what the fuck is this? I thought, Mom, Dad, I thought I was here to like hear about cool Web3 things, and this guy is yelling and screaming and cursing me out and saying the word Do Kwon. I don't even know what Do Kwon means. What the fuck does that mean? Look, this is the point of this event where you share your opinions about the 3 awesome things that were presented to you. They were well thought out. These are projects that have millions and trillions of dollars in funding, and also there's a lot of interest. There was a lot of great people behind these things, and they had the balls and the brains and the heart to tell you about these things that they've been working on forever, and we listen to them and we appreciate it, and we want to make $1 million off of it. So now share your opinion in the form of a hot take or an opinion. I just said share your opinion. Share your opinion about what you just listened to, not what I just said, what you just heard from the 3 presenters, okay? You came for them, not for me. My point being is make it a hot take or an opinion and keep it on you know what? No, actually, wait. No, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let's rein this in, all right? I don't trust you there's blood in the streets. You know, everyone's emotional. You know, I need to take care of your minds. I need to bring you back to the center, bring you back to the focus. So this is what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna do some ASMR, okay? We're gonna do some ASMR, all right? Phrase your hot take in the form of some ASMR. We're going to bring this back down. We're going to bring you back down to your center because it's been too emotional. All right. This is the worst fucking crypto crash in the history of crypto crashes. The dopamine hits were too high and then bring you down. People have eaten themselves into oblivion for worse falls in the crypto space. This is this is ridiculous to the point where they fucking stopped their blockchain an hour ago. They stopped their protocol. You know, this shit don't stop. It's not supposed to. Listen, okay, so you need to stop. Let's bring you down, okay? Woosah, okay? There's blood in the streets. There are murderers out in the streets. So I'm gonna bring you down. For all of you old fogies from the 80s, you may know this. Maybe this will calm you down. Maybe this nostalgia will bring you back. This will relax you. This will, you know, thoughts.
It's not working.
It's not. Maybe these triggers are enough. Maybe your nerves are fried. These triggers are too much. You know, maybe you're not feeling enough. So I need to make you feel more. All right. I need to make you feel more. In regards to feeling things, and I'll allow you to speak in regards to feeling things. And Fabiano Speziari, right? You need an emotional support dog or an emotional support voxel, right? Maybe you need to feel the sharp edges of a voxelized pet, and when you pet it, it slices into your digital hands.
It worked.
Thoughts?
I feel so much better with my 2 pets. Picked up.
Do you?
Pet. My sentiment, my hot take is
open it.
Dance in the streets. Buy that bloody dip. Ooh yeah, not financial advice.
Both. So you're petting both of your voxelized pets with both hands. Is that it?
Bloody hands on both sides, all the way down.
Shh. Close your mind's eye. Just close your mind's eye and just imagine the constant slicing. This pain isn't as bad as the Terra USD dip. Anything hurts less than what's happening to your hands right now. You know what hurts even more? The eye strain from constantly seeing people type TY, TY, TY over and over again in the general channel. Maybe listening to the letters TY, TY, TY over again will make me forget the fact that Terra has been sliding. The candles have been sliding. Maybe I need hot fucking candle wax from the fucking burnt Terra Luna protocol burnt on my chest, on my cheeks, on my fucking on the soles of my feet. Nothing hurts worse. Thoughts. I need my emotional support dog in the form of Fabiano Speziari's pets to lick my toes and my feet. Maybe the voxelized tongue will make me feel so much better. Thoughts. Thoughts. This is ASMR.
I don't know how toe licking helps with the market crash.
Maybe
it helps take your mind off it, is how it helps. You got to think of like literally anything else, because otherwise it'll just consume you and you'll go crazy like Show clearly had.
I guess that makes sense.
That's good.
Good idea.
Consumption is important. Consumption, because we've been consuming all of these coins and consuming these tweets that get 1,000 and 10,000 likes because of the Twitter algorithm. Watching Do Kwon talk about killing DAI and killing Ethereum and killing everything else, and you worshiping Do Kwon, maybe, just maybe, maybe he didn't see the red flag. Maybe he didn't understand that a big ass fucking guy in a dirty brown trench coat and a machete and a hockey mask wasn't behind him, waiting for him. Maybe he wasn't consuming enough 80s horror flicks in order to understand that the motherfuckers who walk the slowest travel the fastest, and there's blood on the fucking market. Thoughts. Maybe Do Kwon needed an emotional support animal. Maybe he should have DM'd Fabiano Speziari instead of talking shit. just last week about 90% or 80. No, he said 99% of all fucking projects are gonna die, and he loves watching them die. Maybe he loved it so much that he needed to experience it firsthand, just like you all said. Thoughts. Experience is the best teacher. Thoughts. Moving on, next subject. Next presenter. Shout out to Rogan X. Shout out to Rogan X, constantly causing trouble and talking shit in the crypto space and telling it like it is. He decided, you know what? Instead of destroying the world and burning it all down, he wants to build it up. Just like this ASMR experience that we're doing. We're building up on triggers. I have fluffy filters on my microphone, and I'm scratching that trigger. I also have a toothbrush. I have all kinds of tools, and I'm using them on the microphone. And I was inspired by Builder DAO. I want to build trust between you and me in this marketplace that has let you down. I want to build trust psychologically. I want to tap onto your cerebellum. I want to use the tools that Builder DAO has been providing. I want to use a toothbrush and comb your nostrils with a brush. Comb you instead of a fucking comb. I want to use a brush. I want to use things that you haven't been using in order to make you feel the audio sensory meridian response that you should be feeling when you look at the marketplace and watch the fucking crypto ticker go down and the candles burn down for Terra and US. We need more tools in order to watch projects go in flame. Inflaming your nostrils with the tools that Builder DAO is providing. I didn't say it. Rogan said it during his presentation. Thoughts?
What kind
of please talk shit. Tell us what we're doing wrong. We'll fix it.
No, you tell me what triggers your. Listen, this is your ASMR experience, not mine. You're making me yell. I'm trying to make this all ASMR-y, okay? What do you want? What kind of tools do you need in order for this ASMR experience? Listen, this is a Builder DAO. This is a DAO. All right, we're making these ASMR experiences together. So do you need more candle wax? Do you need more crunchy sounds? Do you need me to? Do you need more of a mukbang experience? Do we need to chew? Or am I not chewing enough? Thoughts? This is a DAO. We're building these experiences together as a God damn it.
Yeah, where's the family at? Brothers, sisters.
Mark Rendar said that we need more clicking. We need more and we need more brothers and
get an auto clicker and start clicking.
We need more brothers and sisters clicking as a family.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the ASMR. That's hitting the buttons.
That's me with a tiny little hammer and a Builder DAO building small things. Maybe Do Kwon needed a tiny fucking hammer instead of trying to swing a bigger one. Instead of maybe he didn't need a fucking algorithmic hammer that would try to repeg. Do Kwon, you kept missing the fucking pegs. You had too big of a hammer. You kept missing the fucking peg, Sorry. This is ASMR. Sorry, this is too. That's a terrible trigger. I'm not trying to trigger anyone's, emotionally traumatized upbringing, but this market dip is traumatizing all of us. Let's just woosah. I'm trying to save the world. I'm trying to help you all with my. Sorry, I apologize. We need Builder DAO to save our sanity and our worlds. So, thoughts. Thoughts?
I think we just make free popcorn for everybody, so we can sit here eating popcorn and watching the world explode. You know.
Maybe we can rebuild the peg. Maybe we can rebuild Terra and Luna with popcorn. See, we're looking at it from an alternate perspective. This is what's needed. This is what's necessary in Web3. Maybe we need hot buttery popcorn rubbed all over our collective bodies, and then we record it and then sell it as NFT, ASMR NFTs. Maybe that's the goal. Maybe that'll stop the market bleed. Thoughts? Moving on. Next subject. Last but not least. Sorry. I keep yelling. I can't help it. I'm still learning how to do ASMR. It's my first day on the job. We had Rutger van der Tas. We had Rutger van der Tas. If you say Rutger's name 5 times fast but whisper it, it's ASMR. Try it to yourself. You know you want to try it. I see you. Try it. Right? Shout out to Scott too from WIP Asia. Please attend WIP Asia if you can. It's at an alternate time from right now. But in regards to what Rutger's building, maybe Rutger should have been on the board, on Do Kwon's board, and maybe we would have had some big brain people solving this issue. Maybe it would have been up to Rutger to tell Do Kwon to tone it the fuck down, turn on some ASMR, right? Let's listen to some collective ear licking and ear cleaning, you know? Because Korean ASMRists do ear cleaning the best. That's a fact. And then the Brazilians are next. And then you have the French ASMRists who come in like a third. But Korean ASMRists do ear cleaning the fucking best. I don't care what the fuck anybody else says. Trust me, that shit will, like I used to listen to Korean ASMRists do cool ass shit when I was working at a terrible ass startup that was trying to solve fucking crime. You know, maybe those motherfuckers, instead of having a crime app, they would have solved the bleeding and killing in the fucking streets that's happening according to Terra USD or whatever the fuck. Maybe Do Kwon needed some ASMR ear cleaning. Thoughts? Maybe Do Kwon. You know what they use on your teeth, right? When you're in a dentist, that little hook thing, right? When they're doing like a deep clean. Maybe Do Kwon needed that in his ears. You know, you gotta scoop out all the gunk. Scoop it out. Scoop out the fucking gunk, Do Kwon. Algorithmic fucking stable coin. Sorry. I'm getting emotional. Maybe I need somebody to clean out my ears. Thoughts? Thoughts? Do Hyung Kwon, you should know better. You should know better that Koreans do it the best. Maybe you need to come to WIP Asia, Do Hyung Kwon, and speak for this fucking travesty. You know what's sad too is that Terra USD and Luna are being delisted by exchanges in Korea. Sorry. What? I'm getting off track. I need to come back to the center. I need to simulate a dentist appointment with a Korean ASMRist and have my teeth cleaned because I'm talking too much shit about Do Kwon. Maybe he should stop giving me shit to talk about. Thoughts? Hey, Do Kwon, it's cool. We all, you know, it was a humbling experience. We'll go together to an ear cleaning parlor. We'll chill, we'll shoot the shit, and we'll just remember one thing. We'll remember one thing. That 99% of all projects are gonna die. But you know what didn't die? Was die, motherfucker! Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through to this edition of the Athlete. Shout out to the entire leadership team here at Beam.com, doing all kinds of memeable fucking things with marble cards and things of that nature. Shout out to the WIP crew. You know I love each and every single one of you motherfuckers doing all kinds of cool ass shit, taking responsibility for things that I can't take responsibility for. And last but not least, WIP fam, we can't do it without each and every single one of you, day in and day out, listening to things better than I do and paying attention to stuff. I have the mind of a goldfish. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through. Much love, and I'll see you later.
Woohoo, WIP fam! That was epic. We'll be hopping over to Token Smart in just under 2 hours, throwing down on the Cypher. Hope to see y'all join us over there. And then later we got Jazz, so happy Thursday. Peace, love, and whipsy.
Peace, love, and whipsy.
Thank the Lord it's Thursday and we meet each other again. The VIP crew is ready for this virtual event. The seas might be rough but we will have a jolly time. Is everybody here? Are the avatars in line? There's so much going on in the NFT world. It seems like uncharted sea. Welcome to the VIP Meetup.